Y'all better move with this right now. My man DJ AppleJac on the ones and twos. Let's go.
I gotta play at Moves at 7.
Okay. And when I was born, I was like, I'll probably still be here. So I'll drop by.
Absolutely.
See ya.
And my dad was like,
I'm like winning the championship, DMC championship, like Jazzy Jeff or Cash Money or DJ Scratch or people like that, Rock Raider, rest in peace. So that's legendary shit to me because that shit is something that sits in stone forever. But again, I'm honored though. Like I'm flattered that people, would think so highly of me, and I just try to, I guess try to keep them from not feeling that way after a while,
So like, what are some of your goals? Like, do you plan on like aspiring to do some of those things that you feel will make you legendary in your opinion?
I mean, I definitely want a Grammy.
Yeah.
I like a #1 record. Those are immediate things, but I mean, even if those things didn't really happen, even if I made something that people would consider classic on some level, I mean, because you gotta remember, like Illmatic ain't too long went platinum, and that record is one of the greatest hip-hop records of all time. So, I wouldn't equate something being legendary or classic necessarily to how many records you sell, but those are the kind of things I feel like I would consider myself among legends when I can kind of be named among the people who have done legendary things.
How'd you get into DJing? Like, how'd you get into scratching and all of that?
Man, Jam Master Jay, man, seeing him on Graffiti Rock and seeing him at the Fresh Fest. I was 9, almost 10. Or 10, almost 11. One of them. And I was 10, almost 11. And my cousin let me borrow his Run DMC record with Jam Master Jay on it. And I heard that record and I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I mean, that and play basketball. But, basketball didn't quite work out. So DJing was always, and music in general was really always kind of something I like to do. Like I started out as a drummer, actually. And DJing, really, it kind of requires the same sort of dexterity. The same real skill set in general. Like you have to have rhythm, you have to have timing, you have to have hand-eye coordination, you have to be pretty ambidextrous with both hands, hand speed. I mean, they kind of require the same kind of skills. So it wasn't a difficult kind of thing to pick up. It was just, at that point, a matter of starting to acquire records, which I had a few, a good amount, especially in that era because everybody was sampling James Brown records and my mother was a huge James Brown fan, which I became one as well. So I was kind of knowing a lot of the stuff that people was using. But then, you know, peace out to Breakbeat Lou, rest in peace Breakbeat Lenny. When the Ultimate Breaks and Beats series came out, then I was able to like learn about other stuff. What up, CJ?
AppleJacs!
What up? What up? So you know, just learning more and more and more, man. Trying to find those funky beats, man, and cutting them up. But yeah, started. Yeah, I was 10, man. Jam Master Jay will forever and always be my number one influence for DJing.
But what are some, just like the 3 go-to rules from DJ AppleJac, like 3 go-tos from you?
Well, the number one rule is know why you're doing it. I think that, you know, DJing in today's kind of world is a thing. And so people want to do whatever's popular. And I mean, when I came up, like DJs were popular, but it was way more work involved in it. I mean, you had to actively go out and buy records, and you had to be out early. You had to go out and get stuff because you wanted to be the first one to have it. And you know, you had to bring all your own equipment most times. Especially in the early, like in the 80s, like it wasn't really, unless, I mean, when you was, I mean, you know, a young kid or a teenager, like you had to buy your own equipment. When you did parties, you brought all your own equipment out. And you set it up and you took it down. And you brought records, crates and crates and crates and crates of records. Now it's not necessarily, you know, you don't have to do that as much now because you got MP3s, people got hard drives, et cetera, et cetera. So the level of commitment to DJing ain't as high. And once it ain't fun no more, or you know, you're not getting as many phone numbers from chicks as you think you should, and it's just easy to like take your fucking controller and put it in the fucking pawn shop and go find something else cool to do or whatever, you know. But I mean, yeah, number one, like know why you want to do it and understand that it requires, I mean, if you want to be great, it requires a certain level of commitment, from acquiring the music to practicing often as much as possible, especially in the beginning if you're just starting. Two, I think, like, I think the world has enough Kid Capri. The world has enough DJ Mustard. The world has enough DJ Khaled. The world has enough Funk Master Flexes. The world has enough whoever. You know what I mean? Like find your niche and find something that makes you unique. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if they want Funk Master Flex, they're going to hire Funk Master Flex. They're not going to hire you. You know what I mean? So originality and creativity. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to take risks. You know, learn how to read a crowd. Learn how to kind of have a feel for the crowd that you're playing for. Knowing when to change up the energy. Knowing when not to change up the energy. Thirdly, and most importantly, well, not even most important because they're all important. And you only said 3, so. You shouldn't just do it for the money, but you should always get paid for what you do. Not should, I mean, you know, let that kind of marinate on you. You know, don't do it for the money, but when you do it, make sure you get paid for it. You know, there are going to be some times you got to pay your dues and earn your stripes. So yeah, you're going to play for free a few times, just so people can hear you. But once you've done that, like, value yourself and your talent, because I mean, it's the only way anybody else is going to do it. Remain humble. Like, it's always going to be somebody or something that you're going to want, or you should want to always aspire to. Don't be afraid to compete. That's the hard part.
How'd you go about creating your lane? Because I feel like your following is something that, like, you don't have just a fly-by-night following. Your following is, like, you have genuine, like homie said, man, I remember you back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't have that influence, no matter how long they've been working. They could be working at it for years, and it's still like, what's your name?
Oh, that happens a lot. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That happens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that at the end of the day, it's like in any other arena, like consistent quality. If you can maintain a certain level of quality over an extended period of time, I think people will equate. I mean, Coke, Pepsi, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, like consistently giving you quality, or whatever people would consider it such, right? And they've done it for decades now. So now it don't even matter. Like, they see you Chick-fil-A, like at this point they could be putting fucking arsenic in the chicken.
People still gonna buy it.
At least till the people start, till everybody start dying. But you know what I'm saying? There's people that's willing to take that risk because it's fucking Chick-fil-A.
Right.
But yeah, so that's, I think, that's a key to longevity. You definitely want to build relationships with people. You don't fuck people over. You don't get funny style. I mean, even though it's a lot of funny style niggas that's winning, but it's about what you comfortable sleeping with at night. And looking at yourself in the mirror with. If you cool with being grimy, I can't knock it. I just, it's a lot of shit I can't fuck with. So, and maybe it's prevented me from having gone further, but integrity will always mean more to me.
You don't even know how to finish it. Y'all enjoy yourself. What you up to?
People associate like AppleJac with that exclusive funky sound.
Nah, you know what? I think it depends on who you ask. I mean, hip hop, playing original samples was kind of the early things that I was doing in the 90s. Then I started playing house music, so a lot of people know me for playing house music too. So it kind of depends on who you ask and kind of where they kind of got on the train. But like I stopped really trying to kind of put, I don't want to be in a box, and I felt like I didn't want to be put in a box, and I didn't want to put myself in one, which is kind of the premise behind Other Generation, my party line, and the shirts, the shirt line. And it's basically, it's for people who kind of, decide to take the red pill, and take the red pill and see how where you can actually go. Listen to regular DJs do regular shit, or take the red pill and really see how far out your ears can take you. And that's really what that's about for me. I try to just play good records so that people would just be accustomed to saying, I might not know all these records, but I know it's going to be dope. And, hopefully that expands their horizons to either go seek out the music for themselves, or, well, hopefully that. And then, that's just more stuff that people are exposed to, and then hopefully they can expose more people